Dapper Dan?
Who that Dapper Dan? Who that Dapper Dan? Who that Dapper Dan? Who that Dapper Dan? Who that Dapper Dan?
We've got solid. Welcome, world, to the most famous, the flyest cooking show there on earth. Your boy Dapper Dan. Welcome to We Got Solid. We got a special guest today. Give a special shout out to Chicago's own Morgan. So welcome to the show. The first guest of our show. The first guest. Yes, all the way from Chicago.
And I am Southside.
Yeah, so what brought you to Ohio?
My sister is graduating, getting that young master's degree.
Okay, well shout out to sis for getting the master's degree, because Lord knows I ain't make it out of high school. No. No. But yeah, kudos, when everybody, open them books and getting degrees,
Yes.
So, but hey, remember, C's get degrees.
Listen, C's get a big degree. But
So you came all the way from Chicago. Well, welcome to my show.
Yes, thanks for having me.
So the inspiration of this show is just, just celebrating life, celebrating the good things people are doing out there in the world, spreading it, but also spreading health,
Yes.
So that's the key of it. So, you say you're from Chicago. What was it like growing up in Chicago?
Chicago it's so funny that you asked, because Chicago is really what you see on TV, but also there's another side of it, the ins and outs.
Chirac?
Yeah, that is a thing, but we don't call it that.
Okay.
Like, that name's it hit a little different.
Yeah.
But Chicago is a beautiful place, like for real. Growing up on the South Side, like you've seen the craziness, you've seen the drugs, but you also get to see how creative people are, how united people can be, just being a city with such a rich culture. I love it. Love it, wouldn't trade it. And all around the world, I came back. Yes, I was.
What time was that?
It was actually, I was there in 2019 to 2020, right when COVID hit.
Oh my
God. Oh, it was insane. Trust me.
How was that? Because I know it was just crazy here in the United States. We didn't know what to do. We was locked down. Was y'all locked down?
Were we? I was in isolation. Like, I don't know what y'all did here in America. We were in isolation, meaning I had no human contact except when they took our temperature and they would leave our food outside our door.
Oh my God.
Yes. If we need anything from the store, we have to write a note, either slide it under our door or tape it to the outside of our door. Yes. Wow. That's how I got into yoga, actually, how I started my yoga business, being in my room.
You were locked up in your room and you started yoga?
Yes. Made it a whole business.
Listen, the pandemic has brought businesses out.
It has. It has.
So when you was locked in your room, did you get a PPP loan at the same time?
I wish. Listen, somebody tell me what they was handing them out, because I was in China mad.
So you started doing yoga while you were in isolation.
Mm-hmm. I actually taught myself on YouTube videos because we didn't have any human contact.
YouTube University
And TikTok University, the best investments I've ever made. And like living over there, we were 14 hours ahead of being back home. So like there was no pick up the phone and call people because it's the middle of the night.
Right.
So yeah, I taught myself, ended up moving back home, had to emergency evac out of China. That was insane.
Wow.
But I spent that time, I came back home to teach, ended up leaving the profession and getting certified in 4 different types of yoga. So now I have 2 businesses. I have my yoga business.
Wow.
And I also have my speaking and writing business.
So how can they reach your yoga?
Oh my goodness, you can find me anywhere. You can find me online, loveyesyoga.com. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok, XO.SJAEALI, SJAEALI.
Did y'all hear it? Because
listening.
Open your ears.
Turn it
because
on.
she's telling you how to find her. Okay?
Yes, and you will not be disappointed, trust me. And I cater to the Black community because just realizing what yoga can do for your body and like for your mind and everything, it's just so accessible. Like there's no reason we don't have this resource. So I made the resource come to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, a little birdie has told me all the way from Chicago that you created a poetry book.
I did.
So what was that process like?
Oh, it was crazy. And I actually self-published my book. So like learning the ins and outs of what it takes to get an idea from your mind into something in your hands where people can buy it is crazy. I did my own everything, editing, of course, writing. I did the publishing, the copywriting, the ISBNs, every part of it. So like learning how to do that you do, it's a process. So you spend a little more money than you think you need to because you're trying to make sure you have all your ducks in a row. But by the next time you go through the process, like, oh, that worked, that didn't, I need this, I don't need this. And it's just so streamlined. But yes, I think I'm addicted.
So how many different pours did you have in it?
I have 2 books. I have 2 books, and my first book, I want to say, has over 100 poems.
Wow. And
then my second poem, I wrote it for my 30th birthday, so it has 30 poems in it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes.
Black people doing amazing things is what I'm talking about.
No limits. And that is the biggest thing, like no limits. Anybody else can do it, we can do it, but we do it the best.
Yes.
Nobody can do it better than us.
You said right. Nobody does it better than us. Right? Speaking of just doing it the best, how do you stay fit?
Man, it's such a thing, like making sure that you're mentally fit, because I've been in a space where I was physically fit and my brain was like exhausted.
Oh my God.
So making sure that I take breaks for rest, whether it's a nap or just not doing anything, making sure my brain gets a chance to recharge, but also making sure that I stick to my yoga routine for myself. Okay. Like, I'm a yoga instructor and I own a yoga business, but I'm still a student. Right. So I still take classes for myself. I still do my own personal practice where I'm doing crazy stuff on the mat, flipped up into all kind of pretzels and stuff. And then also changing my diet has been a huge, huge help for me.
So
definitely.
Changing your diet, so what do you eat?
Oh my goodness. My biggest thing is seafood and veggies. Okay. And I love my snacks. I even changed my snacks. I really put my big girl pants on in terms of diet and exercise this year. Yes, the big girl pants. I switch out. So like now, instead of eating Oreos or Nilla wafers, if I want something healthy and like a crunch, I'll eat Honey Nut Cheerios. Okay. If I want something sweet, instead of my ice cream,
oh my God.
Whew,
I'm lactose intolerant though. So
so you can't even relate. Oh man, you're just out here on my own with my pain. But instead of like my ice cream and stuff, I'll eat pineapples or watermelon. And those are my snacks. I'll just replace them. So I still eat I actually found myself eating more because I'm snacking more. But I'm just very mindful about what it is I'm eating, because having a trash diet and talking about teaching other people how to fly and do yoga, and those 2 things do not go together.
So speaking of eating, I've been a vegetarian for over 7 years. Man. So have you ever thought about going into that world?
I have. And the biggest thing for me, like, I gave up the hard stuff. I gave up pork, no more bacon. Oh, my bologna does not have a first name anymore. But pork, beef, all that, no red meat. I've even given up turkey. My biggest things are like just giving up meat, like chicken and seafood. Okay. But I have always been interested in veggie options. One of my line sisters, I'm in a sorority. Shout out to the Rose.
Hello.
My sister is a complete vegetarian on my line, and watching the stuff that she eats, I'm like, I'm kind of jealous because it looks super good. But also I'm like, do I want to try this? And the answer is yes. Like, I'm in a space now where that is something that I really want to look into. My sister always tries to get me to try like Impossible Burgers and like, what she call it? Vegan cheese or something. Cheese, yes, like all these different things. And I'm actually willing to take this leap now. I haven't done it.
Listen, today is about a leap of faith. As you spoke, a leap of faith. So, I little birdie again has told me, you liking the different foods, and, one of the options was meatballs. I wanted to give you a choice and to show you that you can be a vegetarian and still have some of your favorite dishes.
And I've heard that. Yes, I just don't know how that looks. So, like, if I'm in the kitchen trying to cook it, I might mess around and make some.
Yes. As you see, you got the gold silverware.
Oh, we ready. I don't know what you're signing me up for, but I'm here for it.
Let's go.
Let's see. See, this is the part for me. Like, it really cuts like regular meat, and it's not regular meat. Here we go. Lord have mercy. I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
Okay. So what do you think?
I think this is delicious. I really do. And I didn't know what my expectations were, but this is good.
So as you see it, first episode of We Got Solid, you have multiple options, besides eating
Meat.
solid.
Yes. And eating meat.
Welcome
Team
to
plant-based.
Team plant-based.
This is delicious. Wait, I'm about to finish this.
Solid!